Hello all. Today I am working on the ticking, which is this fabric here, on this pillow. It's very old. It was my grandmother's or great-grandmother's, and it's been like covered and recovered, and the little feathers are pulling out. I don't even know how many coverings are on here. Oh my God. So this is fun. So usually when you retick a pillowcase, you can see how old this is. It just barely touched and it's falling apart. You need a bag. And what you do is you put the feathers in the bag, and that keeps everything contained. And oh dear, there's a Dorito in this bag. How did that get there? Interesting. Oh no, it's not a Dorito, it's a piece of fabric. Anywho, so you use the bag to hold the feathers so that they don't blow around. And you typically do this in the bathtub as well. So we're going to get right to it. Okay, back at it. I've cut it open. And you can see the feathers flying. This is why you're supposed to do it in the bathtub. Oh, there's a pussycat. There were, I think, 3 or 4. This thing had been covered like 3 or 4 times. There's one. There's 2. I don't know how long it's been since I've recovered this. It's got to be years. And I didn't do it. I must not have had enough ticking, and that's why I used whatever that other fabric was. So, hopefully you can see. So by doing this in the bag, you're going to be able to see the quality of the feathers that's there. These are pretty good. I mean, they're old, but they're in good shape. There's not just like little stalks or whatever that bit is of the feather that's hard, you know. There's a pussycat. Hi, Pepper. There's our Pepper. Hi, Pepper. Say hi. Where is she? There she is. Hello. Hi, sweet girl. Just a little bit. And this is why you do it in the tub, because the feathers go everywhere. There we are. So I love these big, these are the 2.5 gallon bags from the Dollar Tree. And I love them. They're fabulous. So this is, there's some stragglers. Here. So I'm now trimming the ticking to fit my pillow. And what I did was, jiggle a little. I just put this on here, eyeballed it, and that's plenty good. I need it flat because this is my travel pillow, and I like it flat, and this way I can fold it and make it whatever size I want. If I need like support in my back or whatever, it's a great pillow. And that's what I love about feather is, you know, it's very pliable, and you can make it whatever shape you want. Very forgiving. I'm using a wider seam allowance on this. I just wanted to have just a little more fabric because it is thick. I think it'll be easier to, it won't shift under my foot, under my foot there as I sew. Always back stitch. And you want, I forgot to adjust the stitch length here. I put it on a, like a 2.5. It was on a 3. Sorry about that. So start over here. Nice stitch so the feathers can't get out, and I'm using this line here. What is this, 1/2 inch? Yeah, 1/2 inch. And then I'll double back here, lift my needle. This is my space for filling. I want kind of a wider space because we are dealing with feathers and they fly everywhere, so I want to make sure I have plenty of room. Line up that 1/2 inch again. If you don't have these clips, they are a game changer. I love them. And the bigger ones are, oh, that's not a big one. Where are the big ones? There's a big one. Big. See the size difference? These are really great for if you're doing a quilt. It gets through all the layers. These are a little smaller. Sorry. So if you have a thicker project, go for these. If you have a smaller one, they're awesome. Love them. Leave the needle down as you pivot. And I'm about on that 1/2 inch mark. I'm going to go over just a smidge there. Keep it right. And we're cooking. Now, if you have a puffier pillow, you know, keep in mind this is going to puff out, so it's not going to be as flat as it appears. It's going to be filled with feathers, right? Or whatever you're filling. You can put. I can do a mixture of polyfill if I want to, like save a little money on that. And because feathers are expensive when you buy it, they sell it by the pound. So you could do a mixture, and I've seen a lot of pillows made that way. And that's that. Easy peasy. Love these. Got them off of Amazon. They're nice and sharp. I had another pair and I tried to sharpen them. Huge mistake. They did not sharpen and it was bad. So mine didn't come with like any instructions. It didn't say that I couldn't, you know, it didn't say that I couldn't sharpen them. But when I went to go use the sharpen on, I did notice that they were not sharp any longer. So now, just fold it inside out. Oop, let me come back a little smidge here. And people use like a thingamajig tool for this, or a, what is it called, a thingamajig? I don't know what these things are called actually. This little pushy tool thing, but this is kind of short for this project. I like a knitting needle. They work fabulously. You can use either end, right? So I can use this flat end for when it's still kind of folded, and then you get to the pointy bit when you get to the corners, right? And it pushes it out nice and even. And this is a very stiff ticking. It's a good quality. I don't think the feathers are going to push through, and that's what we're looking for. You know, pay a little more, get the better ticking, because otherwise, like you saw with what I replaced, it really does make a difference to use a better quality fabric. especially if it's something that you're not, you know, you want to make sure you're not being stabbed by feathers. That's not pleasant, right? You're trying to rest or whatever, travel. You got your little travel pillow that you're maybe redoing the ticking on. I can get that with my finger. And, you know, yeah, get the better fabric. It doesn't, you know, in the long run, I think it's going to cost you less to go with a better quality fabric than to get something that's, you know, fair or whatever. Don't go with muslin or something. Go with some nice ticking that has a good thread count. And you could feel it in the fabric, how the thickness, the weight of the fabric is thick. And I have to clip these corners a little bit to get them, because that's a lot. These curved scissors are awesome. So clip a little bit. That one came out okay. And we're going to be back over at the little filling station. We're going to fill this up. Yeah, you could clip your corners if you want. You know, depending on how square you want them. I mean, this is going to be in a pillowcase, so I don't know that it really. That doesn't bother me. You know, this little bump, whatever. That one turned out good. This one's excellent, and that one's okay. So what I have here is a funnel I've just made out of a really long piece of paper. Taped it a little bit on the inside. I have a nice wide opening for the feathers to go through. A nice wide opening to put the feathers in. It would fit inside the hole here. Pull back. There. Then I might put it in there pretty good, as far as it'll go without, you know, too much whatever. And then these bags are great because you can adjust, you know, and so we don't want to have feathers everywhere. So I just think let's try this. It's about, I don't know, 5 inches, 4 inches, something like that. And we pour. This may be tricky. I need more. I need to open this a bit more. And again, this is why they recommend doing it in a bathtub, because the feathers can go everywhere. I tried I tried to video the whole thing, but it was too difficult. So I have a really long, what is this, 16-inch long ruler, and I'm just shoving it down in here. This. A few stragglers. Looks good. Here we are back at the sewing machine, and we're going to sew this up. And I just do a top stitch across the top. My back stitch, of course. Make sure everything, all the down is in there good. And this doesn't have to be just right along the edge. And that's that. Super simple. You know, pillows are expensive, especially if you have good down pillows. They're expensive. And it's just easy enough to replace the ticking yourself. So if you have any pillows that are, you know, they're the ticking, I mean the you know, the feathers are starting to pinch you a little bit, poke at you, coming through the ticking. That's it. There she is. She's done. And it's so cute, right? Hang on, and I'll be right back, and I'm going to show you with my little pillowcase I made. This is my little racing stripe pillowcase. I had a little red Kia, and this pillow would travel with me wherever I went, so it kind of matched my car a little bit, you know. Cute little red Kia Soul. And so hopefully the pillowcase still fits. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do some alterations. Actually, I'm probably going to update this anyway. It is a little bit big, but that's okay. I'm all right. Super simple. There it is. Cute. Yeah, I definitely have to make a new case for it. And this one is many years old. Probably 10, maybe. But it's a nice little pillow. It's not very thick at all. And this pillowcase, I'm about ready to, my next video will probably be of me making pillowcases like this. They're very simple. This one, I didn't have a whole lot of either the black or the red fabric to fit the original pillow. So I combined them and made it with little stripes, made it a little sporty to match my little sporty car. Although I don't know if a Kia Soul is really considered a sporty car, but there you go. We're good to go. All sealed up. So give it a try, you know. The ticking is relatively inexpensive. I can't remember where I got this one from, but I get a lot of my fabrics from Hancock of Paducah. They have great deals. They have great prices, and they have generous cuts, which is really important. I hate it when I order fabric online and then it comes in and it's like not even a full yard, right? When we order fabric, we want to make sure that it's a full yard. And Hancock's of Paducah, they do an outstanding job. Quilt Essentials also. I love Nicole and Selena over there. I think they're in Idaho. They do an excellent job. They will pick up the phone. You can send them pictures of your project and they'll help you match it. You know, just really great people. They can give you insight as to, hey, this is the true value of this color that you're looking at. They'll send you pictures. So check out Quilt Essentials with Nicole and Selena. They're awesome. Love them. And that's all for today. So, you know, give it a go. Don't be afraid. I know it looks shallow, but really, this pillow travels with me. So when I go and need back support or something, or if I want to just put this over my eyes, this is just the right thickness for me. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it really is. It's perfect. So yeah, don't be afraid. And I definitely suggest, you know, I mean, I'm doing this on video and I don't want to take you into the bathtub with me. So I just, that's why I did it on my workstation. But when you do it, especially if it's a bigger pillow, definitely use the bathtub. If you happen to wash your feather pillow and it explodes in the washing machine, which has happened to me, I pulled just a handheld strainer. So this is the strainer that I use when I had to scoop out the feathers out of my washing machine. I think I had one that was a little bigger than this, and that's probably what I used, but just a strainer like this. And it can happen. Trust me. When you hear your washing machine make funny sounds and you go and you see and you're like, oh no. Yeah. But it was okay. I got one of those zippered pillowcases, put all the feathers, the wet feathers in there, and put them through, I think, a rinse cycle maybe, just to make sure. I can't remember what cycle it was on when I realized that it had blown out. And then I just threw them in the dryer and let them dry, and then did this process and, you know, had my pillow. Actually, I think that was when I made this pillow. No, not this one. I made two other pillows. Two long ones, one for lumbar support, two different thicknesses for lumbar support, and they're excellent. If you have back issues, and you have some feather pillows that you're not using, this is a great opportunity, you know, great option to, you know, take them apart and remake them. So here's the other pillows that I made. I made this long skinny one. Just same thing, ticking with, I mean, it's very long. It's what, 25 inches long. This one also is pretty close to it, but this one's fatter. As you can see, it's a little thicker. And these are my, what I call my positioning pillows for my back. And it's great, you know, when you can't find something that you need, don't be afraid to make it yourself. You know, branch out. Just get it done, right? Thanks for hanging with me. And I hope you all have a blessed day. And please like, share, and subscribe. And keep on sharing the love. Thank you.